Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about computer languages. If you want to communicate to a person, you need to know a person's communication language. Same way, if you want to communicate to the computer or give instruction to a computer, you should know a language which the computer knows. So here we are going to see the type of computer languages available and how to communicate to the computer. Computer is an electronic device that accepts instruction in a specific language. So computer has some specific language which the computer understands, and you can only give instruction through that language. It is very difficult to establish communication between the user and the computer if he does not know the computer language or if he is not aware of the computer language. So if a person doesn't know the computer language, it is very difficult to give instruction or communicate with the computer. So the person should know computer language. So this is the reason why learning computer language is very essential for working on a computer. So you should know computer language to give instruction or communicate to the computer. So you have two types of computer languages, or you can say it as two levels of computer languages. One is low level language, second one is high level language. First we are going to see about low level languages. Languages used in early computers. So when the computer was invented, these type of languages were used. It is a type of cryptic languages which are not understood by the user. That means you will be using numbers, okay, cryptic language where you will be using zeros and ones, where the computer knows what it is, but the user does not know what does that mean. The computer recognizes the instruction without conversion into any other form. So it directly accepts the instruction if you give it as using low level language, because the computer knows the low level language by itself, and it no need to convert, okay, convert it to any other form to understand. Okay, so two types of low level languages available are machine level languages or assembly level language. So first you are going to see about machine level language. The instructions are coded in terms of binary digits. So here you can see that you will see only zeros and ones. So combinations of zeros and ones, okay, that will be the instruction given to the computer. Also called as machine code or object code. So these zeros and ones are also called as machine code, or it is also called as object code. The computer understands a machine code easily. So here when you see the numbers, combination of ones and zeros, the user may not know what does that mean, but the computer knows it exactly and does the work perfectly. The program executes faster because it is directly operated by the CPU. So you can see some instruction is given there. Okay, the user cannot understand that, but the computer does it understand very fast and execute it faster than normal high level languages. So it will be directly operated by the CPU. So it does the program very that is execute the programs very fast. Okay, you will get the output very fast. Next is assembly level language. Instructions are coded in terms of mnemonics or OP codes, or you can call it as operation codes. So mnemonics are abbreviated form of instructions. So mnemonics is nothing but you can see some words which is in between low level and high level. So it is understandable, right? So mnemonic codes are understandable when you read it. Okay, same like that OP codes are numeric codes of instruction. So here you will be using numbers. OP codes uses numbers. Mnemonic uses some abbreviated forms, say like read, input, display, like that. So some words which the user can understand. The assembly language are readable to some extent. So when you go through the assembly language, the user, that is the person, can understand. By reading it, he can understand what it is. A translator is used to convert assembly language to machine code called assembler. Here, since the computer doesn't know assembly language because it is an abbreviated form, you need to translate it to the machine code. Okay, the process is done by a translator called as assembler. Some assembly language it is understandable, readable. It is a readable form which will be translated using a translator called assembler to machine code, so that the computer can understand what the instruction is given, and then it will do the work perfectly. Next, you are going to see about high level languages. It is developed to overcome the disadvantage of low level language, because once you see low level languages, you will see only machine codes where you won't understand, because it is only about zeros and ones, the combination of zeros and ones. So you won't understand anything, but the computer understands very fast, but the user cannot understand. So this high level language is developed, okay, so that this disadvantage is been forgiven. That is, you are going to you are going to write the program, so the user easily understand what it is, okay, and then you are going to convert it into low level language. Allows the user to write the instruction in simple English phrases or sentences. So that's a reason you call it as high level language, where you are going to write the instruction like using maybe programs, okay, which will be in high level, that is English, normal English phrases or sentences. So you can just read it through the program, so you will understand what it is. It allows the user to write the instruction even if he is not aware of the hardware architecture of the computer. If even the person doesn't know what is the architecture of a computer, you can learn the software, right? It is not related to any hardware. It is related. The instruction is nothing but a program, okay, which is related to software, right? So you can learn the software, that is programs, and you can easily write the instruction. You no need to be worried about the hardware architecture. Translators like compilers and interpreters are used. You can see two translators are there. One is compiler, another one is interpreters. So both are used to convert high level language to machine code. There are some high level languages given there. Basic is the you can say earliest high level language found, and then you got C, then you got C++, Java, Python. Python is the latest one. So all these are all these comes under high level languages. Now we are going to see about the true translators, compiler and interpreter. A program in high level language needs to be converted into machine code. That's what we discussed. Okay, because the computer doesn't understand high level language, it understands only machine code. So you need to convert the high level language to machine code, so that the computer can understand the instruction for processing. Unless you convert it, the computer doesn't understand what it is. So you need a translator. Okay, the conversion can be done either by using compiler or a interpreter. So both are translators. So we will see what is the difference between compiler and interpreter. A software that accepts a whole program written in high level language and converts into its equivalent program in machine level language. So this compiler, it is a software which will accept the whole program, so that if you have 100 lines or 200 lines, the whole program is converted, okay, into machine level code, okay. So on a whole, and it will list you the if there is any errors in the program, it lists you the number of errors. That is, it lists you the number of errors where you can clarify that, or you can debug that errors, and then you can execute the correct program. So it will be converted into its equivalent machine level program. Each programming language would require separate compiler for conversion. So say for example Java programming, it needs some separate compiler program. C language, C++. There are different languages which uses separate compilers for each, because it is separate specific. It is a program specific software. Okay. So high level language, which is called as a source program, where the user is going to type the program. So it is called a source program. It is converted to object program. Okay, that is a machine language. You call it as object program. So in between that you got a translator. You call it as compiler. Next is interpreter, a software which converts a program written in high level language and converts it into its equivalent program in machine language, but line by line. Okay, that is only difference. It is also a software which converts high level language to machine level language, but here it is converting line by line. So that means if there is an error found in a line, the execution stops till it is corrected. That means it won't go to the second line. Say first line itself you got an error in the program, it stops there and will ask the user to correct it, After the line has been corrected, that is a error has been corrected, it moves on to the next line. So it goes on like that till the end. Okay. So here you can say I level language, that is a source program. Use an interpreter, that is a translator, which will be converted to an object program, that is nothing but machine language. So hope you understood this video. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you.